Martha, this watch is me. Those creatures are hunters. They can sniff out anyone. And me being a Time Lord, well, I'm unique.
That's why I've got to do it. I have to stop being a Time Lord. Then I become human. Now keep imagining that I'm someone else and that I'm hiding.
Hiding? Who is he? I'm sorry? It's like he knows he has something to get back to, but he can't remember what.
This is splashing now. This will do it.
Strong village.
If anything goes wrong, if they find us, Martha, then you know what to do.
Hello.
Open the watch.
Don't.
Everything I am is kept safe in there. It's all down to you, Martha. Your choice.
The TARDIS lands at the end of the universe, with Martha now the Doctor. However, not being able to regenerate, she exits the TARDIS, meeting an old friend, Captain Jack Harkness. As the pair walk along the edge of existence, Martha explains what happened, and Jack jokes about liking this new body. With the episode playing out the same, Professor Yana opens his fob watch and heads for modern-day Earth.
Oh, new voice. Hello. 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 Anyway, why don't we stop and have a nice little chat while I tell you all my plans and you can work out a way to stop me? I don't think. I can't hold much longer, Doctor! No, you don't!
With Jack and Martha, who is the Doctor, making a narrow escape using the Vortex Manipulator. With the Master no longer having the Doctor's genetic code, his plans are thrown a little. But as Trish runs to Martha, the Master sonics Martha, stunning her to the ground. As the chaos ensues and the Toclafane descend, Martha looks to Jack with a nod of approval, and he makes his escape. On Earth, as the Toclafane descend, Jack reunites with Torchwood. Together, the team manage to survive the apocalypse and begin uniting an army, collaborating with Harriet Jones, Sarah Jane Smith, and even the Brigadier. But as time closes in and no course of action is in place, the Paradox Machine activates, and the Master has won. But as the Master launches out into the universe on his attack, the Resistance on Earth continues to survive in secret. Their base in an underground tube tunnel filled with old Unit and Torchwood tech, with Mr. Smith operating alongside the Torchwood Matrix. Thanks to the modified Torchwood technology, the group are able to view as timelines collapse around them. Something is coming. The timelines, universes, and even the stars are going out. Months later, the Master returns to Earth. And that's when it happens. The Valiant shakes like crazy, the day's sky turns to night, and the stars change to planets. And then they arrive. Then the Daleks attack.
Maximum extermination! Sonic device will not override my weapons. Daleks are the masters of war.
You can't do this! You can't do this!
With both Time Lords being the Master and Martha now on board the Crucible, they are brought before Davros. With the Daleks slowing down their plans, opting to investigate the Paradox Machine, the Master and Martha are left alone in a holding cell. Alone, the pair talk. They can't win this. They won't win this. Not alone. Using a homing device, two Toclafane teleport into the holding cell, delivering the Master's laser screwdriver. The Master and Martha then make an escape from the cells. As they sneak around the Crucible, they learn the Daleks have transported the Paradox Machine on board and plan to synchronize it with the reality bomb. As they sneak around, this is where the Master tricked Martha, locking her into a room. If the Master can get to the Paradox Machine when it's wired up, he can use the reality bomb to wage war against the multiverse. Forget one universe, he can rule them all. Managing to get on board, he enters and begins tampering with the Paradox Machine, altering its controls so upon detonation of the reality bomb, he will open a tear to every single reality and his Toclafane can dominate all. As Martha attempts to escape the room, she hears a noise. A Dalek passes the door and looks at her, noticing she has escaped, uttering its famous line but being obliterated before it could finish. The door too blows off and Martha covers her eyes from the blast. She looks down, seeing two sets of legs enter the room. Captain Jack Harkness and Gwen Cooper. As the three briefly catch up, Martha explains the Master's plan. If they tell the Daleks, they will stop the Master and win anyway. If they don't, then the Master wins. They can't win, but maybe they can. Jack shows the Doctor the data they collected from the Mr. Smith Torchwood Matrix, showing where the reality started to collapse around them. But then they revealed something. There was a split. Way before the Master or the Daleks, there was a split on the timeline. A timeline where John Smith was meant to open the watch. The only way to save all reality is to have Martha die, and this reality ceases to exist. The three hatch a plan. Gwen can cause a distraction which will result in her extermination, but if all goes well, then this reality will have ceased to ever existed. Jack and Martha will then board the Paradox Machine and take control, stopping the Master, setting a date and time to when John Smith should have opened the watch. The Paradox Machine will activate and dematerialize to the original timeline. This will then cause the branch timeline to collapse. They begin the plan, and the reality bomb activates.
Supreme Dalek, the time has come. Now, detonate the reality bomb! Activate planetary alignment field!
blowing up the Paradox TARDIS. As it dematerializes, the branch timeline ceases to exist, and the TARDIS eventually lands in the original timeline, just a short while before Martha absorbed the Doctor's essence. With the Master locked inside a deactivated Paradox machine, Jack leaves Martha alone, as he prepares to convince the original Martha to force John Smith to open the watch. Jack reaches Martha in the original timeline and tells her that John Smith must open the watch, otherwise all of reality is at stake. As we know, of course, from the original timeline, she does convince him to open the watch, and while the 10th Doctor stops the family of blood, Jack retcons Martha of his existence, allowing the timeline we know to play out as normal.
Very good point. Brilliant, in fact. What was your name?
Martha?
And it was Jones, wasn't it? Well then, Martha Jones.
Jadoon.
I'm not just a Time Lord. I'm the last of the Time Lords. You're so sentimental, Doctor. Maybe you are older than you look. I'm old enough to know that a longer life isn't always a better one.
What did he say?
Don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead.
Falling in love? That didn't even occur to him.
No.
Then what sort of man is that? Master.
Jack and the Doctor Martha fades, as does the Paradox Machine and the Master. Series 3 then continues as it should have, and all of reality is saved and restored to how it should be. Or is it? Because what happens when the 10th Doctor meets Professor Yana, who says he remembers everything?